Okay, so the few of you are here. That's good. Thank you for being here. I'll record this, of course, for everybody else. This is actually going to be one of the most important lessons if you're considering taking IM2 and 3 and 4 pre-cal. So I'm going to take some time on this one, but can everybody open up the pace? Does the pace open up automatically for you at 1 o'clock? Does it open up automatically? Well, go to the go to the pace and open up the first link. It says Desmos, and then somebody has a weird static on their mic. I'm not sure what is going on. All right. So do we have this screen on? Let me know when you have it. Just let's say I got it.
I have it.
Okay. So today's lesson, genuinely, is actually one of the most important ones. And it's not going to be just today, it'll be more and more. But if you start to understand this, math gets easier, honestly. Yeah, it does open up the pace for you. So what you want to do is I made a function called f, right? And it says 2 to the x. Now go ahead and type 1 times 2 to the x. This way you know the first number is 1. Go ahead and do that. The first number is 1, even though it's not there, what's technically is there. And if you look at the first number is 1 when the input is 0. When I mean the first number, I mean the y-intercept, right? Okay. So here's a table automatically gives you the inputs and outputs, right? So we're basically doubling, double, double, double. And you're halving the other way. You're dividing by 2, dividing by 2. You're multiplying going up or going down, basically, right? And you're dividing going in the negative area, okay? Now, how a function, the red one underneath, it says g of x does the same thing that f of x does, right? Go ahead and put a 1 if you want. It does the same thing, but it adds 2. So what do you notice about the y values of the blue one and the x values of the red one? Look at the numbers. Look at all of the y's, all of the outputs of the blue one, and look at all the y values of the red one. What do you notice, everybody? And if you want, change the 2 to 3 on the red one. What do you notice about the numbers? Are they the same? Are they different? How much are they different by?
They're different by that, like +2, that +3. They're like 3 above or 2 above.
They are exactly 3 above, right? And if you put -2 or -3 if you want, well, then they're going to be, are the x's the same? Look at the x's. So what I'm showing you here is this is called a vertical translation. And I'm going to write down some notes, but I want you to, right now it's going to be exploration. And if you want, change the 3 to put plus A for anything, and then click slider. And then you could basically, A is any number you want. You can see it going up or going what? Now I know it's hard for you to see mine and see yours at the same time, so I'll give you some time to explore. So go ahead and look at mine. Notice how only the y's are changing, right? Only the y values are changing. So, I'll get to the notes in a bit, but I really want you to explore. Now, this is going to be introduce an IM1, and then we're going to do, this is actually an exponential function. And we're going to do this in IM2 with quadratics, and then we're going to do it in IM3. I'm going to go ahead and pause it, okay? So everybody make your A value to be 3. You can just type it in here, 3, okay? All right, so if you add something at the end of the exponent, the graph will move up or down, okay? So let's go take some notes on that. Then we're going to explore how do you make it sideways. How do you make it go side to side, okay? All right, so this notes is going to be number 19. Number 19. This is going to be called graph movements. Graph movements. So if you move, well, you can either move up or down or left and right? And does the word movement sound very like fancy? Does it sound like technical?
No.
Nope, it doesn't. Here's the real word. I like to tell you guys the definition first and then give you the math vocabulary. So a graph movement, like which we saw, was a translation. So translation means movement, right? Means movement. It moves up or down or left or right or any of the combinations, right? Oh, that's really messy. Hold on. Or up and down and left and right? Anything. Okay. So, for example, right? F of x. I think we had blue, right? So I'm going to stick with the same color of the sample. All right. F of x is a function, right? Is the name, right? This is the variable. And then this is a 1 times 2 to the x. It kind of looked like this, right? And then the table, what was the first number of the table? It was 1. The 1 is the first number, right? And this is the rate, right? It's a lot of arrows here, sorry. So they're going to put times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 divide by 2, right? Divide by 2. 4. Whoops, wait, hold up. That's not, my brain stopped working. It's supposed to be negative 2. Okay. And so what about its cousin? Its cousin G, right? G of x says, yo, I'm going to do the same thing that you do. I'm going to do the same thing you do. I'm going to go in blue because I'm going to copy you, right? But I'm going to add 3, right? So what's in blue is the same as F, right? The same thing, but I'm going to add 3. So what is the table for X? So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy all of these to, I'm going to copy all of F's 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. And then what? What am I going to do to those? All right. So only the x's or y's change for g. What changed? The x's or the y's?
The Y.
Only y's get add. That doesn't make sense. Only y's get adding of 3, right? The plus 3, right? X's stay the same. So that's what a vertical. Oh, by the way, this is called a vertical translation. Vertical because it's going up or what? Or down. Okay. What do you think? What do you think a horizontal trans? Oh, dang it! Oh, shoot. Okay, you didn't hear that. What do you think a translation that goes side to side is called?
Horizontal.
What? Brilliant! Horizontal translation. You better vote for.
Oh yes, voting's out now.
Okay,
Right
what?
now.
All
I
right.
already voted for Brady.
All right.
Check your school emails,
Is there?
and you'll be brought to the links.
Did you have any competition, by the way?
Oh yes, I have competition.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. All right.
There's 4 other people going.
All right. Okay. Well, I hope you do well, and well, you have experience, so that's very important.
Yes.
All right, guys.
The
So,
only one who did it this year. So
oh, you know what? Am I recording? Shoot. I am. I hope so. Yep. Okay. So, you guys, that is called a vertical translation. Can you go back to the screen over here, and let's change this function to something that you'll see in IM2. And you're going to just put erase, just put x squared, and change the other one to x squared. So change the equations on the Desmos to x squared. You can put xx or you can put x squared. It's easier to put xx. And what do you think it does? And when you're in IM2, what is this extra number going to do to the same U-shaped thing? It's going to move it up or what? Or down. Okay. All right. So who's going to take IM3?
Me.
All right. So instead of x squared, type xxx or put x cubed. And that's what you're going to be doing IM3, x cubed. Not. And what is that going to do to
up or down?
up or down? You're like, when you take IM3, you're like, yes, I got this. I paid attention.
The past 2 days.
What about when you take pre-cal? If you take, who's going to take pre-cal?
Me.
All right. Type sine of x. And then change the bottom one to sine of x. And what do you think this is going to do?
Up and down.
Up and down. You're like, okay, I get the hint now, right? All right. What if you take calculus?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, type x to the x, sine of x to the x power. Okay, sine of x to the x power. And what do you think this is going to do? Up and what? Anyway, so do you see how the extra number is a vertical translation? Okay, vertical translation. All right, let's move it back. Let's go back to exponential. Those are the easiest to see, by the way. 2 to the x, and back to this one. By the way, on G, I don't have to say 2 to the x. I could just say do whatever f does. Look at mine. So do I have to change both or just one? You see that? Make sense? So if I just name it, and then on G, I can just say, just do whatever F does, and then add 3, or whatever the thing is, right? This is actually kind of IM1, but it's actually access, like, 8th grade math, right? What's this gonna do? Up and down, right? So when you add something outside of the function, it's just gonna change the y's, okay? So let's go back to 2 to the x, 2 to the power of x. Okay. Now, I want to know how to move it side to side, and I'm going to let you guys explore. And I want G to be the same as the blue one, but I want it to the right by 3 spots. I want this blue one to move to the right 3 slots. I don't want it to move down 3 slots or up 3 slots. I want it to go to the right 3 slots. So now I know you're going to have to put a 3 somewhere. So in the G, you're going to have to put a 3 somewhere. You're going to have to either put it here. That doesn't work. Maybe inside of it. Maybe outside of it. Maybe a -3. Maybe a +3. All right. The first one who gets it, hold it. Don't say it. And then let's see if we can get 2 or 3 people to get it. I want the blue to go to the right 3. Let me see if I can draw this while you guys do that. Okay. I want it to go 1, 2, 3. I want it here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I want it here. I want it to be here. It's pretty cool. I just learned how to.
We figured it out.
Okay, hang on. Don't let people explore, because you know how sometimes when some people get it too fast. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I can draw on my Desmos. I didn't know I could do that. Perfect. All right. While you guys do that, did you notice something weird? Because it went to the right 3. Okay. Let's see if we get one more person to get this, and then I'll see if you guys can tell me which one is it. Which one is it? How come in that graph now? That's weird. All right. Anybody? Okay. All right. All right, Brandon. Since you're voting and you're all stressed out, what was the function?
I put in. So I divided 2x by 3.
You divided 2x by 3. All right. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on. I gotta click on this.
You're gonna have to change the red one, I think.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to get my equation back. So it's still like on the drawing. See that?
No.
Isn't that weird? I don't know how to get it back. Huh. Let me press refresh. Hold on. Let's see if this works. All right. So I'm going to. All right. What am I going to put for G?
So it needs to copy
F?
the first one.
Uh-huh.
But we want to divide 3 at the 2x,
Uh-huh.
the 2x power by 3.
Okay, so I'm going to just put, so tell me what to type.
So do 2
Uh-huh.
and then x power.
Okay.
And then divide that, so hit slash.
Yeah.
And not the power, the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Divide that by
3. Oh, the whole thing.
No.
The whole thing. The whole thing. So I have to get out of it, right?
There you go.
Oh, that is not what I did.
That is cool. All right, Abby, what did you do? Because that's not the only way to do it. I've never seen this before. I've never seen that. I'm like, what the heck is this? All right, go ahead.
I did f of x
Uh-huh.
times a.
Okay, f of x. Okay, you did. So basically f of x,
times A.
times 3.
A. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Times -3.
Or
Sorry.
-3. Oh, but that made it go down. Wow.
Oh, no. Negative.
Oh, you mean -3.
No, it's 0.3. Sorry.
Okay. So times
I read it wrong.
0.333, right?
Yep.
See? Yeah, it's exactly what Braden's is. See that? So you multiplied it by 1/3, basically, which is the same thing as dividing by 3. Okay. All right. Here's my way. Well, not really my way. It's just another way. F2 to the power x minus 3. And that's not right. Okay, hang on. Hold on, that's not the right answer. Actually, which one is the right answer? Your guys's or mine's? Let me zoom in so you can see the numbers. Which one moved it over by 3? Watch my screen. I'm going to do that little draw.
Where's the red one?
Let's see. The red.
So the red one's the new one, and wait.
Yeah.
The blue one's the original one. That's right.
I don't know where my drawing things went.
You didn't want them to stay.
Yeah,
The blue one's the
I know.
original
How do I get them back? Okay, look.
You reload them.
Look at this point right here, 0, 1. Now, if I move this 3 to the right, will it be the green one or the purple one?
Purple.
Purple. Yep. Because look, I'm going to put 3, 1. It is 1. This is 3. In this point, this one right here, it moved 3, 1, 2, 3. Make sense? Look at this point right here. 1, 2. If I move it to the right, it's going to go 1, 2. See, it passed yours already, and it's right where? Right there. Right. Sort of right there, right? Kind of hard to get. Okay. Make sense? So look
curves. That's why.
Yeah, look at these 2 points that I have here. Or let me just type it. It'd be easier. 4, 2, right? There we go. Look at this point and this point. What changed, the x's or the y's?
The x's.
The x's. Remember when vertical translation, what changed, the y's or the x's?
The y.
The y's, yeah. When you move up and down, the y's change. When you move side to side, what changes? The x's. So let's write that down and we'll come back down to it. Good job, guys, on trying to figure this one. This was kind of a tricky one, actually. I'm impressed. I wasn't sure if it was going to be exactly right, but it didn't. It almost worked, correct? All right, let me take this off for a minute. So let me go ahead and go to Desmos, and I'll give you what to type, okay? So go ahead and get rid of everything except F. And then G, you're going to say, is 2 caret x minus 3. And then make it red. And then let's pick a point here. We're going to pick 4, 2. And all right, I don't know if that makes sense. So I wrote a little phrase. 4, 2. Where did 4, 2 come from? It came from 2, 1. Oh, excuse me, 1, 2. So it used to be 1 comma 2, but when we put minus 3, it became 4 comma 2. Is, isn't that weird that we said minus 3, but then it added 3? See, over here it says x minus 3 in the parentheses, correct? It says minus 3, but then it added 3. That's kind of weird. It's kind of backwards, right? What do you think will happen if you put plus 3?
Subtract.
Where is the graph? To the right or to the left? It's to the left. It's over here. Do you like backwards math or not backwards math? This is kind of backwards, isn't it? See that? So the y is still 2, right? The y is still 2, and this y is still 2, but the x is different. So let's test out another point. Let's see. Abby, pick one of these coordinates on F. Pick one of these.
Sorry, I'm looking at my screen.
It's okay. Yeah, pick one of these. One of these blue coordinates.
0, 1.
Okay, 0, 1. So go ahead and type in the bottom 0, comma 1, right? And then make it blue. And where is
How do you change the color?
Oh, you hold on to the color for like a second,
Oh.
and you just kind of put your mouse, and you can make it big, make it do all kinds of stuff. You can actually drag it too. Watch. So you can actually get your point and move it like this. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do that. So here is 0, 1. Now make sure your G says x plus 3. So where is the red point that matches this point right here? Where is it here? Is it above 3? Is it right 3? Is it left 3? Is it down 3? Where is it? To the left 3. Watch. And check this out. This is something I'm just exploring. It's actually it's right here, right here. This is the same one that matches. Now I'm gonna put it right there. So the red is exactly the same as the blue, except all the points got moved to the left 3. Like it just got dragged over. Okay. Now I hear some people like, oh, this is okay, right? I'm digging it, right? You can see that they're the same function, but it's dragged over 3 to the left. All right, let's try one more. Okay, let's see who else is here. Get some more people. Ethan, can you pick a coordinate on this blue, on f of x? Pick one of these. We already used 0, 1, and I already used 1, 2. So pick one of these.
Negative 2.25.
All right, so go ahead and delete those, and then negative 2 comma a quarter. So where is the matching one on the red that matches that exact same point? What would it be? What would the matching one be? What do you think, Ethan? What do you think the matching one would be? Would you
Positive.
positive?
Negative 0.25.
What's the x of the? Remember.
Oh.
So that one's right here, right?
Yeah.
So where is it from here? Is it to the right 3 or is it to the left 3? Yeah. So if you're at negative 2 and you go to the left 2, what number are you going to be at?
Negative 5.
5. Yeah. Negative 5, and the same y value. And there we go. So these are like buddies, right? They're the same ones. This point and this, they're not the same location, but they're the same. It's almost like saying if I'm pointing to your left shoulder and you move three movements to the left, then I have to just move my arrow sideways, right? I don't have to move it up and down. Not a very good analogy. I'll have to come up with something. So basically, the x has changed. It's kind of weird that it says plus 3, but then we're subtracting 3. Okay. All right. Let's see. Delete those two. Does anybody want me to explain why it's not backwards? It seems backwards, correct? It looks backwards, right? Plus 3, go to the left 3. Minus 3, go to the right 3. It's back. It seems backwards. Does anybody want to explain why it's not? It's actually not backwards.
I just accepted it is backwards.
You just accept it? Okay.
I just accept it. I'm like, it's just backwards. Don't need an explanation. It's just backwards.
It is just backwards. But math is not backwards. All right. So nobody wants me to explain it, so I'm going to explain it anyway. Can you guys write this equation? Y equals 4. And make it in green. Okay? Y equals 4. And then go ahead and click on these 2 points right there. And let me know when you have that. You guys have that yet? I know you have to go look at my screen and you got to type in your screen. Okay, and since we have a few people here, let me see if I can get more people involved here. All right, Tyler, you with us?
Yes,
All
I
right,
am.
thank you, Tyler. Okay, and I'll get. Oh, we got both Olivias. Oh my gosh, I don't know which one should I pick.
Sorry, I was doing something in my room.
That's okay. All right, we'll get. Okay, Tyler, you're gonna be blue, and Olivia B is gonna be red. Okay, Olivia B, are you ready? Olivia B.
Hold on, Mr. Keon, I'll be right back.
There's 2 Olivia B's.
What? Oh, what? Okay. That's not fair. All right.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
All right, Olivia. Oh, Tyler left us. All right. He couldn't handle the pressure. All right, Olivia Brady. You're gonna be red, and Olivia Barnett is gonna be blue because Tyler left us. Okay. So Olivia Brady, I forgot which. Brady, you're gonna be what color?
I think you said red.
Okay, red. And Barnett is gonna be blue. So Miss Barnett, you are going to reach, like imagine you're trying to reach to touch the sky. You're going to touch 4 on day 2. And Miss Brady, when are you going to reach 4?
-1.
Exactly. Who's faster? Who gets there first? You or her?
I think me.
You. Because you get a head start of 3. Look, you get a head start of what? Of 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
So, is it backwards? No. Plus 3 means you get a head start. So you actually will, all of the Y's will be done 3 days before Olivia Barnett. Yeah, thank you. Does that make sense? So it's kind of tricky, right? But you have to let your mind wrap itself. The plus 3 means the X's get a 3-day advance, which means they're going to reach the same Y's ahead, right? 3 days ahead. What if we put minus 3?
I'd be 3 days behind.
You'd be 3 days behind, which means you'll reach 4 at day 5. Make sense? You're ahead of her. So it's a little bit like it's a little, you have to wrap your mind around it. It is backwards, but it's not backwards, right? In actuality, the y's happen on this particular case 3 days later, which means to the right. And 3 days, if you put a plus, it means they happen earlier because you get like a head start, right? Does that make sense? Cool. All right, Braden, was that a pretty good explanation?
Yep.
All right. I've been working on this explanation for many years, actually. Okay.
Did you spend all of yesterday making this explanation?
No, I just kind of like winged it right now.
Because you weren't here yesterday.
Well, yesterday I was letting you guys finish your Khan Academies.
Your Chromebook is still dead, wasn't it?
Oh,
I finished up.
no,
I finished on my phone.
good. So, check this out. I don't know if you guys can see my phone. Let's see.
You can't see your phone.
Oh, can't see my phone, huh? Let's see. How do I get this here?
Like, you need to turn the, yeah.
Okay, it's hard to see, but I put in a new fence.
That's cool.
No, it was so much work. It's like we did like 3 days of 12 hours. Like crazy. I'm so tired. I would never want to put a fence ever again. That was my first time and last time. But I say
Our fence blew down. The whole half of the fence.
Half a fence.
Blew down.
Oh, well, now I know how to do it. I could do it for you, but not because there's no way.
Good.
I would not do it. Not if I got paid $1,000 to do this in three. No, mm-mm. Oh, I can barely walk. Oh, now I have to paint it. I have to wait a month at least. All right, let's keep on looking at this, and then we're gonna wrap it up in about 10 minutes. Okay. Let me go back to my little transformation. So, x when it's in with the x in the parentheses, it moves to the right 3 when it's negative because it happens later. Or if you want to just know it really fast, when it's in the parentheses, it's backwards. Okay? Does that make sense? When it's outside of the parentheses, not backwards. +4. What did the +4 do?
Moved it up.
Moved it up. So this one has a combination. It moved it to the right 3 and then moved it up 4. Okay. All right. So let's take some notes on that.
Could you add 3 to the 4? Like, could you also add a +3 at the end of the +4 and make it go up 7?
Yeah. It'll just add it, right? You might as well just put 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna put that 4 back. Let me get rid of this. All right. Now we're not gonna explore this today, but here's to next Monday. We're gonna put a number in front of the whole thing. All right. What's your favorite number between 1 and a billion?
8.
8?
4.
Okay. Oh, 4. All right. What's this?
8.
Okay. Wait. Where'd it go? Oh, that didn't do anything.
Gone.
No,
Reduced to atoms.
Where'd it go? It can't be the same thing.
I didn't.
What?
Wait.
It's there, but it's not.
Oh, no. You have the -3 still on.
Oh, that's weird. It's the same. What? Okay. Yeah. Let's get rid of the -3 for now.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. So the 8 does it look like it moved it?
Yeah.
Or does it look like it changed the shape? Watch.
Oh, it changed the shape.
The shape is changing. See that? This is not a translation. This is a transformation. Make sense? So and this is what we're going to explore on Monday. And of course, we'll explore this again, and I'll have some assignment for you. So when there's a number in front of the whole function, it changes the shape. Like the shape is changing. Now watch this. I'm going to change the function to, what do you want? I'm 2, 3, 4, or pre-cal? What do you want?
8.
I'm one.
IM1? Oh, IM1 is really hard because it's hard to see what it does. Watch.
Can we do I'm 8?
Yeah, IM8. Okay, here we go. Okay, 8. Here, watch this.
Whoa.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what that's doing. Is it transforming it, or is it just kind of rotating it?
Rotating.
Rotating.
Yeah.
But it has the same point.
Exactly. But now watch this. IM2. Here's IM2. Ready? Is that rotating it or transforming it? Right?
It's a transfer.
Yeah.
It's not a rotation.
No, it's not rotating. Transformation is
Definitely a transformation.
you're changing the
Maybe like
shape.
a squeezing.
Right? Watch this. IM3. All right. Here's pre-cal. You could really see it in pre-cal right here, right? See, it's stretching it, right? This is called a stretch. And this is called a vertical stretch. It's stretching it. Now, I was going to get a balloon. I'll do it for Monday. And I'm going to get a balloon. And if I were to draw this and I would stretch the balloon, it would turn into the red one. See, it's stretching it up, right? Now, here is a horizontal stretch. Watch this. I'm going to put the A inside the parentheses.
Oh, there you go.
Now, remember that I said in the parentheses backwards? If the A is a big number, do you think it's going to stretch it out or in?
Out.
Oh, okay. So let's go big. Boom. It actually goes what? In. See that? It compresses it. And if it's small, it's going to do what? Big. See that? Remember, in the parentheses, everything's kind of backwards of what you think, right? So like 0.1. This is so stretched, you can barely even tell. See? It's like Slinky, remember on Toy Story? What's his name on Toy Story? The little dog?
It's Slinky.
Yeah. Slinky, right? So a decimal we think is going to compress them, but actually it will stretch them. And a number like 100 is actually going to make them 100 times compress. Watch, if I put 100, I'm going to put 10. And guess how many of these things are here? There's 10 in every one. There's 10 of these red things for every one of the blue. Anyway, so the idea is that you are going to explore little by little. Look what our notes are. Oh, we didn't finish the horizontal. All right, let's do the horizontal, right? So, all right, everybody get to your notes, and then we're going to post this, and that's it. All right, here is Olivia, right? Olivia B was doing this, right? And she reached 4 when x was 2, correct? 2 comma what? Make sense? Now, what did her did you know in Spanish, for somebody who has the same name as you, there's a name for that? Is there one in English for that?
I don't think so.
Oh. In Spanish, it's called gemelo. And that's a person who is named what you're named. So you wouldn't, Braden, if there was somebody named Braden, you wouldn't call him Braden. You would call him gemelo. It's kind of like brother, right? But it's like, hey, we're the same name. We're like buddies, right? Anyway, so when does g of x reach 4? Does she reach it 3 days before or 3 days after? Remember, negative means delay, right? Delay. Right? So this would be 3 days after. So what is after 2? What is 3 days after 2? Make sense? It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. This says +3, but what does it say here? It says -3. Okay. All right. So I really, really want you to wrap your mind around it, because when you get to IM2, it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be like, yeah, you can, oh yeah, inside the parentheses backwards because it happens later or earlier. Okay. All right. Here's the last little piece of notes. When does Hillary, 1 times 2x plus 4 plus 5. Okay, so let's do an input output. 3 comma. Okay, can somebody give me the output for this? What's 2 to the 7th plus 5? 2 to
Two to the plus
So-
5.
yeah.
2 to the 4th is 16, right?
Yep.
So 16 times 2,
32. 64.
32. 64. And there's one more, right?
128.
Yeah, 128. And then you add 5.
Yep.
And that's 133.
Okay, 2 to the 7th, right? All right, so 133, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we basically plugged in 3, right? So when does dang it, I think I messed up. I wanted to
Did you say 54?
2 to the 7th. 2 to the 7th is 128. Then times 1 is
7 times 7?
no. It's
Oh, no, I
yeah,
did.
yeah. It's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Oh, I know what I was going to ask. When? Okay, scratch this.
How does that work?
Ready? What is this translation compared to F?
Compared to F, which F? We have several.
Yeah, this one here. So what kind of translation happened? Did it go up? How much? Down? How much? Left? How much? Right? How much?
It goes up 5.
Up 5. What?
Left 4.
Up means what changed? The X's or the Y's? Up
The
5. Y's get what?
The Y's, and then the X's went down by 4.
All right. And
Back by 4.
right. And X's, they got a head start, so they happen earlier, right? Which means left, right? X's get subtracted for, right? Make sense? Because they happen earlier, right? Because they got a head start, right? If I gave you a 4-mile head start and we were racing, who's going to reach there first?
It depends how long we're racing.
Well, compared to this, we got the same rate, right? This rate and this rate, we got the same rate, right? So whoever gets the head start will get there first, right? To reach up.
What if it's a 2-mile long race?
Well, you're still going to get there first, right? Because you got a head start, and we're running at the same speed.
I guess maybe.
I mean, if I was running faster than you, but you got a head start, I might reach you before the race.
No, but like if here, let me put my. But so what if so you start at 0 and I start at 4. If we're racing at 2, we both have to go back. You have to go forward 2, and I have to go back 2. So what do we tie if we run at the same rate?
I guess for this particular case. All right. So, for example, ready? 2 comma 4 for F. Where is this match for H? Where is the matching one? What do we say we're going to do to the Y's?
Up 5.
Up 5. So 4 plus 5, right?
Yeah, so it'd be 9.
And then what about the x's?
Minus 4.
So the new point, right? The point that corresponds is going to be negative 2 comma 9. These are the matching ones. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So how many points are there in f of x? A million, gazillion, Brazilian. And they all have matching ones on h. Okay. All right. So that's your intro to vertical translations and horizontal translations. And transformations, we're not going to do that yet, right? I just kind of gave you an idea. On the link, I did open up, I did give you a Desmos 3. So you don't have to do anything here. You're just going to look at it. And on this one, look at this one. If you want to open up Desmos 3 and just look at it, it basically moves it earlier or later, right? Later is to the right. Earlier is to the left, right? So plus, it moves to the left. Minus moves to the right. So write that down in there. So when it's in the parentheses, when it's affecting the x's, it looks backwards, right?
No total.
All right. Does Toby speak English or Spanish?
I think it's English.
Okay. Does he bark or does he woof?
He's more of a barker.
Okay, that's English. Yeah. Because in Spanish they say woof woof. I don't know why.
And he is wet.
The same dog. You know, if you're talking to somebody who speaks Spanish, oh, my dog was barking. I mean, he was woof woofing, but that's how you say it in Spanish. Like, wait a minute, how they make two different sounds? All right. Anyway, so that's my lesson for today. Kind of cool. I think it's good if you really absorb it as much as you can, so that you can make your experience in IM 2 and 3 like easier. All right.
Okay.
Peace in the Middle East.
The voting ends at 3.
All right, 3 o'clock, guys. Bye.
Do it before 3 o'clock.